Good Morning ASEAN ช่วงสายตรงอาเซียนครับตอนนี้สายตรงอาเซียนอยู่กรุงพร้อมในสายครับ Good morning
Good morning ยูกง
How are you
Good. It's just very cold in Hong Kong today. We have been hit by the winds, and I believe the temperature is like 9 degrees.
9 degrees. It's quite cold.
It's very cold, and it's also rainy, which makes it even more cooler.
So just take care of yourself then.
Yes.
And what's about your topic you prepare for us today?
This week, the hottest topic in Hong Kong is about the election. In March, we'll have a special election hold for 2 seats. I believe it's 1, 2, 3. Yes, 4 seats. 4 seats for the LegCo, which is the local legislative body. The 4 seats became vacant because 2 years ago and also last year, the government disqualified 4 opposition lawmakers, saying that they breached the basic law, which is our constitution in Hong Kong, and then China intervened and the legislative body in China, the Congress, indicated that all lawmakers in Hong Kong must serve, not just Hong Kong but also China, in which the 4 opposition lawmakers failed to say so during their oath. So now, however, 2 weeks ago, the opposition elected 2 new candidates. One of them is a student. Her name is Agnes Chow Ting, and she was one of the student leaders in the Umbrella Movement in 2014. And the other one is Dr. Edward Yu, who was a former university professor from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, and who is not exactly a opposition lawmaker in the sense that he's against Beijing, but he is against the government in quite a number of land policies.
Right.
Nevertheless, Agnes Chow last week was told that she would not be allowed to run. And why? Is that in Hong Kong, once a candidate submitted her application to run or not the election council of each district will then review her application to see if she is a lawful candidate. Now, the opinion is that the Chief Executive Carrie Lam last week made it public that she believed that Agnes Chow should not be allowed to run because her political party, the Democratic, which is founded by Wang Jifeng, the student leader of the Umbrella Movement, the de facto leader, he was sent to jail last year, Wang Jifeng, and one of his teammates in the party was also disqualified in this scandal. And hence, Agnes Chow, since belonging to this party, was believed that she would not be allowed to run. Carrie Lam said so. But theoretically, Carrie Lam doesn't have the authority to ban any candidate from running. So, the local election council and the public expected they take note, saying that, okay, the chief executive doesn't want someone to run, so we will not let her run. And as a result, she was banned. And this banning decision sparked an outcry because in Hong Kong, we do not have any written law on saying any lawful citizens born and raised in Hong Kong are not allowed to run for office. It is written in the basic law as a right.
Yeah.
And the sticking point, again, is about if you belong to a party, which the Chinese call a radical party, such as the Democratic, that publicly declares that Hong Kong should be allowed to determine on its own future. Someone can identify that as secession, but someone can also identify that as something else. Then then Agnes Chow and her other party members will be deemed as not loyal to the one China umbrella, the country, essentially. But again, the problem is who is going to be the one to determine that if someone is loyal to China or not, if it's just based on her party affiliation. Some raises the question, if Agnes Chow left her party, would she be allowed to run? Or if her party affiliation is the sole sticking point for her to be banned, then should Demovisto, the favorite political party, should it be disbanded? But the government shied away from saying that. And hence, this is we are increasingly worried and frustrated seeing that this is more and more intervention into the Hong Kong laws, the justice system. Because previously we did not have much of these kind of meddling or concerns from the administrative branch saying who can run and who cannot run. Mm-hmm. And as long as you are a lawful citizen, then you are allowed to run. Whether you win or lose is another matter. But now it seems that the government is settling the script to ban those candidates whom they think are likely to win on a political platform that they see as radical.
I see. And what was about this March, the election this March? How do you expect?
The election in March is actually quite close. Of course, we can say that the government is playing it safe because, as usual, the pro-Beijing parties, they have a huge war chest. Already, we are seeing that the pro-Beijing parties are running millions of dollars of campaigns for the candidates, including street stands, TV commercials, outdoor commercials, consultation commercials. They're everywhere. I believe that around where I live, in some of the transportation system, I'm seeing the same guy for the last 2 months. Mm-hmm. He's on every window of the buses. And you can see how much they're spending compared to the Democratic Party, which actually I don't think they have 1/10 of the money that the pro-Beijing parties are spending right now.
Yeah.
However, the election this time is going to be a winner-takes-all head-to-head competition. So essentially, it will come down to individual voters who the opposition tend to lure, competing with group voters, which pro-Beijing party's strength is at. The pro-Beijing party strength is usually at mobilizing the elderly and also mobilizing the groups, the support groups to rally their supporters to go to the voting station to vote on election day, whereas opposition party usually relies on individuals who think that it is better to have an opposition party in Hong Kong after all. So it will be very close. It will be very close, but again, why the public quite foul and went to the streets on Sunday was because people think that, hey, even if the little girl, she's only 20-something years old, even if she was allowed to run, there's no guarantee that she will win. But by banning her, it seems that the government is really afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a close one, I believe. It will be very close.
Right. Okay, that's complicated, and it seems like the winner is going to take all, right?
The winner of more votes will take a seat. That is why it's called winner take all, because in Hong Kong we have two systems. One is winner take all, and the other one is proportional votes. Proportional is also the system in Japan, where the seats are awarded to political parties based on the proportion of votes the party receive in the total ballot. But since this time there are only 4 seats, so it will be a winner-takes-all election in each of these seats.
I see.
The loser will not be able to get into the legislative council, and we'll see whether the government will pull out some more tricks from under his shirt to say that, okay, even if the opposition will not let them swear in. And we'll see if the government dares to do that again.
And it is not difficult to forecast the result from now on.
It casts a shadow, definitely. Since the disqualification, we call that DQ, since the DQ Act was tried 2 years ago, it set a precedent. It sets a precedent that the government can at will, at least, to do such things as long as they think that this fits Beijing's agenda. And of course, the government officials would deny that publicly, saying that, oh no, we're just doing that abide by the law. But everybody knows that the law in China is written by who? So it's really just an open-eyed lie to most of us.
Yeah. Okay, I need to translate this to my audiences. Thank you very much, Yuko. Thank you for joining this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
นี่คือยุยกงจากฮ่องกงนะครับมากับประเด็นร้อนทุกทีก็เป็นประเด็นที่เกี่ยวกับการเลือกตั้ง4ที่นั่งนี่แหละในฮ่องกงเดือนมีนาคมนี้แต่มันก็จะมีประเด็นเรื่องของการแบนไม่ให้สมัครลงเลือกตั้งนะครับของทางพรรคที่เป็นพรรคประชาธิปไตยของเขานะครับก็จะมีนักเรียนคนหนึ่งนะครับแอกเนสชาลติงที่ก่อนหน้านี้เนี่ยก็โดนแบนนะครับแล้วก็มันจะมีชื่อของดร.เอ็ดวาร์ดยูนะฮะเอ็ดวาร์ดยูเนี่ยตอนนี้เนี่ยกลายเป็นชื่อของดร.เอ็ดวาร์ดเนี่ยก็คอนเฟิร์มเรียบร้อยแล้วบอกว่าสามารถที่จะลงเลือกตั้งได้แต่ว่าคนก็เลยมองว่าเอ๊ะทำไมมาตรฐานในการวัดหรือว่าในการกำหนดว่าใครลงไม่ได้เนี่ยมันต่างกันนะครับคุณวิรัตครับ
ครับก็ถือว่าเป็นเรื่องที่ต้องจับตามองเหมือนกันฮะน่าสนใจครับเพราะว่าทุกครั้งที่คุณยุยกงมานี่ก็จะมีประเด็นร้อนๆมาให้เสมอนะครับผมแล้วก็เป็นเรื่องของการเลือกตั้งที่กำลังจะเกิดขึ้นในฮ่องกงด้วยนะครับเพราะว่าก็มีแคนดิเดตที่น่าสนใจอยู่หลายท่านเหมือนกันนะครับ
ครับเราก็จะเห็นภาพความเคลื่อนไหวของคนรุ่นใหม่ในฮ่องกงแล้วก็เอาละเราเห็นเรื่องของการปฏิวัติร่มนะฮะแล้วก็ผู้ที่ถูกควบคุมตัวความเปลี่ยนแปลงในนี้ก็ใช้คำว่า pro Beijing นะฮะคนที่เขาค่อนข้างจะเชียร์จีนอยู่ก็มีคนที่คิดต่างออกไปก็มีเหมือนกันนะครับแต่ว่ายุยกงเขาแค่ตั้งคำถามว่ามาตรฐานในการที่จะใช้กับผู้สมัครหรือว่าคนที่จะมีสิทธิ์มีเสียงในการเลือกตั้งเนี่ยมันเป็นมาตรฐานเดียวกันหรือเปล่า
ก็เป็นสิ่งที่ต้องมองนะครับเพราะว่าเราก็อาจจะสงสัยว่าในการเลือกตั้งแต่ละครั้งเนี่ยคือเข้าใจว่ายังไงก็คงมีมาตรฐานอยู่แล้วนะครับแต่ว่ายังไงมันก็เป็นสิ่งที่เป็นประเด็นที่มักจะมีการตั้งคำถามอยู่เสมอนะครับในทุกๆครั้งที่มีการเลือกตั้งขึ้นมานะครับโดยเฉพาะเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของมาตรฐานในการจัดการเลือกตั้งด้วยนะครับ
ครับก็4ที่นั่งนี้ winner takes all นะฮะก็คือใครที่ได้เสียงส่วนใหญ่ได้ชัยชนะก็จะคว้าไปทั้งหมด4ที่นั่ง
คลื่นข่าว 100.5 MCOT News Network